Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
2nd down. Howell now.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. In motion goes the tight end.
First down, Howell to throw.
From the pressure, the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Giants 7, Commanders 0.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down. Dotson in motion right. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him. It was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run once more with Stevenson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a...
Didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And they rode him right out of bounds. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Dorsett on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped? We have to do something differently.
Second down, Hal back to pass.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. As we step aside here in this second quarter.